up, buddy?
You're in it right now?
Yes.
I'm in GU. I was kind of late for that one because I was in GU.
You're in GU. Let's check it out. Ooh, okay.
Like I entered the last week. Once that last week passed. No. This should be secure. Yeah, that one.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah, it should be more secure.
I mean,
because bro, today I woke up, bro. I had the worst. I couldn't even sleep.
Wow,
I was dreaming like literally like dreaming about GJ because I entered GJ and the thing I said it stopped me out, but just like one pip it dropped everything, hit my TP, everything.
Did you say you were dreaming about GJ?
Damn, I was like, yo, I hit my TP. I was like, I was dreaming, and bro, I woke up so happy, and I just saw it stop me out.
Man.
But it was so clean though. Like literally, I predicted that shit. I have everything set up too.
Wow, good shit, man. I mean, this
but like I just like that makes me happy, no?
No,
like that I was correct on where it was gonna go.
Absolutely. But this is a nice trade because I'm looking at the 1 hour and obviously this would have been a nice entry right here as we passed
the
low of these wicks over here. This would have been a second entry, like a dynamic risk where you enter the first here and then the second one here, right? So this is a possible second entry. So it's not like you got in too late, but you did get in later than you could have. That's all it was.
Yeah.
But you grabbed your at least 10 pips. Are you still in it? Did you secure it?
Yeah, I secured my first TP was 15.
Good shit. Good shit. Gafour, what's up, bro?
Well, but I'm gonna show you in that line. It's very funny. I sent this yesterday, right? I sent it yesterday.
Gold is still coming down. This is a perfect setup. I actually paper traded this because I didn't come to it late. I came to it when it was here, but like I made a rule for myself that I'm not going to enter a trade as soon as I like look at the chart. But this is a trade I would have taken. It's the perfect setup on the 1 hour as price passes the low and you have this wick right here to fill. Sometimes you'll see this setup without this wick, and normally I don't like to take that. It's typically not going to work out. But when you have a wick like this and then a 1 hour candle with a wick to the top but no wick on the bottom, this candle creates the top wick and then passes the low of that one, ends up being a very nice trade. How you doing, Gafour?
So that was the one I sent yesterday, right?
And GJ, yes.
Yes, and then like this one was I waited for the retest because I entered like around 9 something. I think it was like 9:30.
Okay.
So when it came to retest, we passed the low that the 2 hours week. Well, I went to the 2 hours to make sure like the structure was more cleaner, but I entered like on 15-minute.
Got it.
And then I got stopped out with that low wick. It just fucking dumb.
What time frame is this?
2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't used to like. I only used to like to see the structure more clean and everything.
Yeah.
Nah, I just sometimes really messy. But I entered in the lower time frame.
I like it.
And I entered 2 times too.
So this is this where you entered?
Yeah.
Okay, so this got stopped out?
Yeah, I got stopped out right there by that week.
I was confused because sometimes people put the P&L like all over the place, so you can't tell where they entered.
Yeah.
It's best to put it where you entered, right here. So, it's tricky trading in this, man. You got to have a wider stop loss, or you got to be in and out.
No, I think I was being like, I knew I had to put my stop loss a little bigger, but I don't know. But
what is this?
Oh no, I don't know what the fuck is that.
Oh, okay.
That's probably the second one.
Yeah, but like I said, it's kind of tricky trading in that. Maybe a way you could have traded this was probably right over here looking at the 4 hour. We broke the trend. Let's actually break this down real quick. Oh, wow. We have like a gap down. Damn, that was a bullish big belt, and that ended up flipping bearish. That's pretty significant because normally when a price opens up below this candle right over here and it ends up, pushing bullish, normally it ends up going the direction of that candle, especially if we pass the high of that candle. So that's pretty surprising over here. I know we have a lot of tensions with Brexit, Northern Ireland, and the EU right now with Great Britain. So that's probably what's pushing price down. But over here, we were in this consolidation, and now we're breaking out of the trend that we were respecting. So this is a pretty big deal. This is a trend that we've been respecting since December, right over here. So keep an eye on this for price to probably come right back down to 153,400 if we start breaking some zones to the downside. So looking at the 4-hour, we were consolidating over here, but then printing lower highs right over here, right? So we got some clean candles right here. We got a very clean 4-hour candle, which closed below the trend line with a wick to fill. This candle ends up coming up to create a top wick, retest the support over here, and then it flipped bearish, where you could have probably entered as the 4-hour was flipping bearish, something like this. And this is just a 4-hour entry. We could look for other entries on the lower time frames, but this is something that you can this is something that you can journal yourselves. So right over here, as the 4-hour flip bearish, that would have been one entry. Take profit right down here, right? Looking at the 1-hour, the 1-hour you could have entered again with your stop loss above these wicks. And maybe as we pass the low of this 1-hour, so that would have been a 1-hour entry. 30-minute, same exact thing. Stop loss above these wicks as we pass the low of these wicks. Beautiful. You'd currently be 17 pips in profit, but it did drop about 30 pips. Hold on.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy.
This computer's annoying. 15-minute, just about the same exact thing as price broke the low. 5-minute safe exit. You got this order block to the left where we came up, created a resistance, consolidated a little bit, and then you get that volume push around 6 o'clock that pushes us to the downside. Now 1 minute, same exact thing.
Yeah,
right, just an impulse entry after a strong bearish candle close right down here. But the best entry would have been the 1-hour or the 4-hour. Now looking at gold over here. Gold, obviously, you guys followed the FOMC statement yesterday.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
David, did you watch that?
Yeah, bro. Literally, I was about a back test, right? And when I pressed the pair, it's just gold.
Anyway, let's take a look at gold over here. So gold, we've been in this bullish channel, with inflation fears, and then also Israel and Gaza, that whole fiasco over here, geopolitical pressures is going to push gold up, right? People are going to take the money out of the dollar and put it into gold. So over here, and then plus the dollar is a safe haven currency, so economies are opening back up right now, so they're taking their money out of the dollar and dropping it into gold. So now we have some positive fundamentals coming out of the dollar, just like we had right over here. This was positive ISM and services and manufacturing PSI was coming out over here, and that's what this move was right here. Then all of a sudden we get worse than expected NFP, right? Consolidation a little bit, and then we get this drop. And this drop is mainly from geopolitical pressures calming down, and then also you have the inflation fears calming down, and then also FOMC yesterday they were mentioning that they were going to hike up rates twice by 2023. They said that was only going to happen once by 2023 or 2024. 7 people in the FOMC said that it was only going to happen one time by 2024. So that was pretty significant yesterday. And then Powell backed it up with his press conference as well. So that gives you an idea of why this is happening over here. So over here, we ended up closing this 4-hour candle, or this daily candle yesterday. We ended up closing at support over here. We formed support on the lower time frames right over here, right? People coming out at the end of the day, coming out of their sells, right? Buyers jumping in, and then all of a sudden during London and pre-London, gold just continued bearish. So this would have been a nice move during London, right over here, as we broke the low on the 4-hour. Putting your stop loss about 71 pips up, and your take profit would have been 234 pips down here, and you could have still been in this. So that's one entry. Looking at the 1 hour over here, you have this resistance formed, and previously before that you had this resistance right here, right? Price ended up coming out, forming support over here and pushing up, and then guess what? We came right back into the range with this candle right here. So you could have entered and capitalized on this fake out with your stop loss right up here, about 45 pips down, and then anticipating this wick to get filled would have been your entry, right? And then, not to mention, breaking below the support, coming up to retest, weak bullish candle over here, and then a pass of that 1 hour candle with a wick to fill right down here. This would have been a beautiful move. So plenty of entries in these in this time frame right over here. So I'm going to go down to the lower time frames. Looks like we're still pushing down. Kicking myself for not getting in this, but gonna have plenty more opportunity coming with the strength of the dollar. Check out the dollar right now. Remember this bearish pressure over here? Price formed support, kind of consolidated in here. Positive fundamentals coming out of the U.S., just like I was saying. ISM, manufacturing, and services coming out. All that PMI was pushing the dollar up. And then all of a sudden, we were kind of consolidating, and then Powell spoke and just pushed price up. Dollar is, on its way up, 91.8. So this is good. The fact that they are going to increase interest rates twice in the span of a year and a half is pretty significant. Remember, interest rates are number one when it comes to trading. When it comes to the currencies, interest rates are number one. So just pay attention to interest rates when they're talking about it. GDP, I would say, is number two. Chris, what's up, bro? Damn, nobody could speak tonight. How you doing, man? So gold is on its way down. I just laid all the reasons out for you. So these are two trades that you guys can journal if you missed them. I'm sure you both did. But these are two trades worthy of journaling and saying, okay, this is how I could have caught this on GJ. This would have been a perfect trade on GJ. We are consolidating here, but we broke a 6-month trend right now with this move over here. So perfect opportunity for you to take this down. As I was mentioning yesterday, we're creating higher lows, right? Higher highs. Then all of a sudden we start creating lower highs right over here, right? And then finally we just break through. All this breaks attention is now pushing price through. But that's about it. Let's look at EJ over here. EJ's dropping as well. Get rid of this. So EJ right now, we were respecting this trend over here, and then we started breaking out of it, right? Now we're kind of just pushing down. What we could be doing right now is coming down to retest this trend line over here. You have a support right over here. Price could be retesting and coming right back down into this support as well. So let's see what we look like on the 4-hour. And this is all you guys got to do. Just keep looking at your pairs, looking at where the next area of interest would be. Price could very well be coming down into this area. Right over here. Or we could break that support and then end up retesting this area right over here. Something like this. We break that and then form a support right over here and then start taking price out. So EJ is looking interesting right over here. Surprised we're bearish on some of these. Gee, fine. Took my first 15. Good shit, man. Yeah, like I said, this was not a late entry. It's just a later entry than what you could have gotten. This is a nice trade. Like I said, you could have gotten in as we broke the low of this candle right over here, but this was a safer entry waiting for price to pass the low of this wick. This would have been nice. Yeah, this was nice. Took my first TP, already 15 and break even. Good shit, brother. So what I'm going to do is journal this. Giovanni.
Morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Oh, there we go. I thought there was something going on with my speaker for a second.
Ugh.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. You have a good night last night? Good talk?
Yes, sir.
That's good, baby. Did you start that book?
I went straight to sleep.
Yeah, you were tired.
I wasn't feeling so good.
Yeah. Allergies, huh?
Yeah, man. That vaccine fucked me up.
Yeah, man. Well, you got it. You know, you guess you don't have to worry anymore.
Yep. But every time I get it, I get sick. It's crazy.
What's up?
Every time I get it, I get sick.
Yeah, I mean, it's expected. You're putting a virus into you.
Yeah.
You know? I just broke down the pairs. I'll break them down in a second. I just want to journal these. GJ broke the bullish trend that we've been in since December. Pretty big deal. 4-hour close. 6 month. You see gold?
Yeah, gold keeps melting, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, the stronger the dollar, the better.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It benefits us. Finally doing something right, increasing interest rates. Yeah, so they said they're going to hike them twice in the next year and a half.
The US dollar?
What's up?
What was that for?
FOMC yesterday. Powell and so 7 members of the FOMC yesterday were saying that they only expected one hike by 2024. And the fact that they're going to hike rates twice by 2023 is a huge deal. 2 rate hikes, that's a lot. So that shows me that they're really paying attention to inflation. And they are probably thinking now it might not be transitory, which means, temporary. So that's pretty interesting. Guys, I can't stress enough how important it is to journal trades you would have taken. It's literally key for you. It's like a cheat code. Chris, have you taken? Oh, Chris, what's that? Got our golden setup on gold.
Around what time?
Before the only thing is I paper traded it because let's look at it. I paper traded it because I told myself I'm not gonna jump into a trade as soon as I look at the chart. I saw the setup right away. And it's a bad practice for you to just open the chart and then all of a sudden just jump in a trade. That's something that you probably want to take off your or put on your trading plan not to be doing that, or your trading strategy. Because more times than none, or more times than you would win, you're going to lose that trade. It's going to reverse and take you right out because you're just it's an impulsive trade, not an impulse trade, an impulsive entry. But as we broke below and closed below, creating this low down here with a wick, we come up, retest, weak 1 hour bearish bullish body. As we pass the low of that candle, that's a perfect entry right there.
Yeah, that was a nice move.
What, on DJ?
On gold.
Yeah.
Clean candles to the left.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you just wait for a resistance to form and then just take it down again?
Yeah, that's what I'm basically waiting for. The dollar is so strong that gold is just going to continue bearish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. But yeah, right over here, perfect setup on GJ. Exactly what we're looking for. I've been saying don't trade in this, right? You don't want to be trading in all this where you're just trying to catch these little pips and scalps. It's just not worth it. But once we break the bullish trend of a 6-month bullish trend, that tells you, and then plus you have the fundamentals on your side of Brexit and all these tensions going on. Plus you got the Delta variant in the UK as well. It's going to be coming down, but it's just not safe trading in here. Once you're creating these lower highs over here, right here, right here, right here, then you get a strong 4-hour bearish close with a wick to fill right below this trend. You get this top wick formed, candle flips bearish, you enter. Pat, what's up, buddy?
Hey, man.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay, thanks. How are you?
Good shit, man. Been great. Great. Just got back, so it's nice to be back with you guys. We had a nice stream yesterday. What's up?
How was Florida?
It was nice. It was good. It was a awesome wedding right on the beach. Couldn't have been any better. Everything just went perfect. I told my fiance if I was a single man, I'd be a wedding crasher.
That's hilarious. Oh gosh. Okay, that's cool, man. What's going on with your Instagram? Still no luck?
No. Fucking pain in my ass.
Yikes! What are they saying?
They're not saying anything. That's the problem. They're not answering me. But I'm gonna keep going for it. I mean, at some point, if I have to start a new one, it's just how it is. I'll just build the following again, no problem. But I just don't want to do that. You know, I'm being stubborn when it comes to my own Instagram. Like it shouldn't have been disabled. So I'm gonna do whatever's in my power to make sure it doesn't.
Shouldn't take this long neither.
What was that?
So it shouldn't take this long neither to sort out.
No. They should have a support team. It's a big ass company.
Yeah. Sorry about that, man. It's not ideal.
Nah, don't be sorry. It's all good. It's just adversity. It happens.
Giovanni, what's up, bro? What's up, guys? It's been a while.
Yeah,
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right.
That's good, man.
Recovered, mad tired, but yeah.
You don't sound too enthusiastic. What's going on, brother?
Nah, I'm just tired. I think I'm just recovering from a bit of fatigue.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm really, really tired. Just all over, you know, mentally, everything. So.
How was the business trip?
Yeah, too long. Too long. Yeah, too long in a shitty ass, you know, like in the desert, and really busy. But it was good though. It was good from a work and I guess progress perspective, but just too long, man. Jesus.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So yeah, I think just a combination of all that and just been pushing real hard, you know, has taken its toll a bit. So yeah, I got back on Tuesday, took yesterday off completely, just switched off everything, you know. So I'm back at it again today.
There you go. Take a little break, step away for a second, get your mind clear.
Yep.
That's smart. When it comes to trading, if you got so many things in your mind, it's just not healthy. It's just not it's not good for your trading.
Yeah, I guess so. I think even with my trading, like there are a few, like during my back testing sessions and my practice sessions, there are quite a few things like frustrating me as well, you know.
Okay.
But I am seeing slow improvements. But yeah, still a few things that are frustrating the hell out of me.
So if you're comfortable talking about it on the live instead of privately, I mean we can most certainly hop on a private Zoom, but if you want to talk about it here, I'm sure it'll help other people to see, like, you know, what are you going through right now as far as your back testing? Maybe I can help.
Sure. So, you know, like with my back testing, I've been targeting back testing during extended periods where the market is consolidating, such as what we're doing now in GJ, where if you look back, you see that we've been consolidating on the daily and 4-hour time frame for the past 2 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. You know, and I realized that most of the time, actually on currency pairs, you are consolidating one way or the other, right? And then that was, further validated by, I think, one of Sharma's videos where, she said like 80% of the time the Forex market consolidates, and then the other 20 it's ranging. So I've pretty much been trying to get comfortable in trading during consolidation periods, especially on the higher time frames. And, in that process, fuck man, it's quite, it's been quite challenging, I guess, to enter trades, to see out trades, to hold trades without them reversing, hitting your stop loss or reversing, hitting my break even or whatever. So yeah, that's what I am trying to figure out as to what's the best way of, how do you trade in these conditions? Because it's even like now, so like we've been consolidating for the past 2 weeks. Are you telling me one shouldn't trade, sort of thing, or you settle for smaller pips, I'm trying to figure that out, really.
So that's where experience comes in, and that's where and when I say experience, that means, as you get through your trading career, you gather up more pairs, right? So like, let's say you just start with one pair. Let's say it's EJ, a nice simple pair, easy pair to trade. You're starting with EJ and you're mastering that pair. Eventually, when you master that pair and you're consistent and profitable on that pair, you move on to another pair or even in that same amount of time, you're paper trading another pair, you just move on to another pair that you're able to understand and put some time into now that you really understand EJ, right? Maybe that's GJ, a more advanced pair. So now you have EJ and GJ. Eventually, once you master both of those pairs and you get really good at both of those pairs, you can move on to a third pair or maybe a fourth pair. And I would just keep it at 4, if anything. But that's, that's with years of experience and consistency. So that's where those come in, where you don't need to be trading in the consolidation of GJ. I understand you want to be trading in there because you're trying to figure out, okay, if I'm trading full time and I want to make a living trading this, and I only have 1 or 2 pairs in my back pocket, I have to trade, right? You feel that need to being able to trade in that consolidation. But every single pro trader will tell you it's not really worth trading in that. It's much better waiting for price to break out of that for you to take anything. So I would really focus. What are your pairs right now?
Just GJ.
Just GJ. Okay, so this is where having another pair in your back pocket really comes in handy because you don't feel the need to just jump into that. And then it's going to discourage you right now. Are you back testing on Soft4fx?
Yeah.
Yeah, so trying to trade in those consolidations, you're going to start stacking loss on top of loss, and then all of a sudden you're going to get discouraged, and you're going to just pile on these losses, and you're going to lose some confidence.
Yeah.
So my best piece of advice is to stay out of that and to just backtest another pair, or, just stay out of GJ until it does something like this, like what it did today during London. Right over here, we've been consolidating. I broke this down before, but we've been consolidating over here. Price obviously consolidated over here. I'll break it down to the daily too. We were consolidating over here. Then we got the fundamental catalyst that pushed this out. And what was that? That was talk about increasing interest rates. They were talking about that and easing down on the furlough for people and the unemployment in the UK. So that's what, jumped price out of this consolidation. And that's normally what's going to do that anyway. Once you get a lot of consolidation like this, you need a strong fundamental catalyst that'll push it out. So right over here, price is consolidating after creating this high at 156. So we're consolidating in here. This is not worth trading in. This is just a complete mess. Look at this. It's just we're creating lower highs, right? But then all of a sudden we're creating higher lows right over here where we're respecting this trend. We actually break below the support and end up coming right back in, then break right back in, and then continue to consolidate. So there's no trending market in here. Everything is basically 50-50 when it comes to entering a trade. You don't know if it's going to play out. But once we break the trend that we've been respecting since December 21st, all the way down here, since last year, we've been respecting this bullish trend, pushing up on the higher time frames. Now we're finally breaking below it with more Brexit talk. And you got the Delta variant in the UK. You got many different things going on. They're extending the current phase that they're in when it comes to the lockdowns and everything. They're extending that another 4 weeks to July 19th. So that's going to push the pound lower. So once we break and close below this area with a 4-hour candle close below with a wick to fill, get this candle retesting the trend, creating a top wick, retesting this support over here, and then flipping bearish, you could have entered as price flip bearish right over here on the 4-hour. And then on the 1-hour would have been this safer entry as we broke below this candle right over here. Once you get that 6 a.m. volume coming in.
Yeah.
To retest these lows over here. Secure 50% at 10 pips, right? Your stop loss would have been about 14 pips. So, I mean, you could have waited 14 pips to get the 1-to-1, but secure 50% at 10 pips. That's all you're looking for the day. And then another 50% as price reaches 25 pips over here. So let's see if we get a resistance right over here where we can enter this and take this down to retest these lows. We just need candles closing in our direction. This is the 30-minute candle form support over here. We get this wick right down here. So we hold a resistance right over here. We could possibly take this down and retest this wick and continue down. Let's look at some targets to the left. One target over here would be these wicks to the left. You also have a clean move to the left over here, right into this consolidation. But again, your main confluence is the fact, not main confluence, but a strong confluence is the fact that we broke this bullish trend over here. So that tells you that GJ should be bearish. Fib comes in handy now in these situations. Which pair are you talking about, Giovanni?
Gold.
Gold. Yeah.
Do you find fibs effective, Giovanni?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, it comes in handy when the market is trendy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They help.
All you do is just when it creates on this situation, since it's bearish, you just wait until it creates another lower high, and you just take out your Fibonacci.
Cool.
And then you could use the Fibonacci's like the levels 38, 23 as a counter rejection.
Yeah.
So each like 38.2 has a strong rejection, means that it's gonna drop down really fast. And 50, you know, it goes a little slower. 50 and 61 is like the golden zone.
Okay.
But it just helps you find out like potential targets.
Yeah. Okay.
You see how the Fibonacci, when I drew it on the 15-minute, how it respects the 4-hour zone, the pink zone that I have drawn, is 27%. That's very effective. That's good confluence sometimes.
Let's see.
Right over here. Yeah, that's right. You actually gave me those levels when it comes to the targets.
Yeah, that's good confluence when you see it on the charts and it's compatible with the zones. You could use that as confluence, and sometimes, most of the time, it actually hits those targets.
Yeah, they definitely help. When you understand price action and you understand candles passing each other, the way candles print, the way wicks form, right? Once you understand that base, you can start adding things to your trading, like fibs. Fibs make sense. They make a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't use them all the time, but I'll throw them on every once in a while. You know, if you get a nice trending market, it's like, all right, look.
Because right now, if you think about it, where can you draw your counter trend line in this situation on gold? You can't. You really can't. So you gotta use your other confluences, which is support and resistance, which is what we learned. And then you can also use Fibonacci.
That's got to
Fibonacci.
be your main thing is support and resistance.
Oh, always
Yeah.
is.
Understanding levels breaking. The problem is a lot of people don't actually understand that, and they throw fibs on, they throw EMAs on, they wait for EMAs to cross. They don't understand price action. So once you learn that, then you could start adding things. You build the foundation of how you read price action and understand the way candles move, and then you start adding more things onto it. There's nothing wrong with indicators as long as you understand the way candles print and form. That's the main thing.
And then when you really understand the market, you can finesse the shit out of it, man.
Oh yeah, and then when you know fundamentals behind that, there's always something to learn. You know, you never like know everything in this. There's always more fundamentals to understand. There's always more things when it comes to technical analysis. There's always another strategy that you can learn from and not completely copy and abandon your strategy and use somebody else's, because that's the problem. That's what a lot of people do. But if you learn someone else's strategy and you're like, okay, this makes sense, or this little part of their strategy makes sense, let me see if I can backtest this and kind of add this into my toolbox. Let me add this into my trading style. Because you're never just completely copying somebody's trading style. You're creating your own. And that's the mindset you have to have. You know, you see the way I trade. You see the way Giovanni trades, Gary or Justin trading this new strategy on US 30. You see the way they're doing this. It's not that you're going to completely copy what I'm doing or completely copy what other people are doing. You're just trying to figure out what makes sense for you, especially when it comes to your risk management. You know, like right over here, price drop 10 pips, right? Are you going to secure 80%? Are you going to secure 50%? Like, what are you going to do? That's all completely up to you.
Yep.
So that's what we're working on in here. Is I'm helping you guys create your own strategy.
That's the journey.
Exactly.
Finding your own.
I'm giving you the confidence.
Yeah.
What was that, Pat?
I said that's the journey, right? It's finding your own way.
Finding the way that you look at the market. Everyone's got a different perspective. There's a reason why there's thousands of trading strategies out there. Dude, I think I broke my leg again.
Wow.
I've had this stress fracture for a long time now. I actually got surgery on it, and it just hasn't been the same. I've been able to do things like run, but you know, it's not strong enough right now. And I think over the trip, you know, the amount of walking we did and, you know, dancing on the sand during the beat, during the wedding and stuff. I think
You did a lot of dancing, man?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yo, you know how to dance salsa or no? Did they teach you here in Florida?
No. I mean, I kind of know how. I know the Spanish dance, but what's it called? But yeah,
What's one of your favorite Spanish songs?
Spanish songs. You ever hear Buena Vista Social Club?
Which one?
Buena Vista Social Club. Have you ever heard of them?
Let me see. Let me look them up.
Dude, they are amazing. They come on and I'm not gonna stop dancing.
Which song?
Here, I'll play them for you. Dude, these guys are good. And actually, when we were down in Punta Cana, this is all we were playing. Like they were. Let me know if you can hear this.
Yeah, I know this song.
Really good. I'm just journaling this trade.
I know the song too. Okay.
What was that, Pat?
I said, yeah, I know that song as well. Very popular.
They're really good, right?
Yep.
They got a bunch. They got a bunch of hits. But I feel like they're so underrated.
Hey, did you like the Dominican music?
Yeah. Yeah, I loved all, dude. I love the people down there. The people like working at the like everyone's so nice. Like just wants to drink and fucking make drinks for you. That everyone's saying, "Mama wanna, you want Mama wanna?"
Yeah, but that's only in the resorts though. When you
Oh,
hit the capital, bro, people are not nice, man.
they're not.
No, no.
I can see it. They're being paid to be nice.
Yeah.
What you're talking about? Like what is it? San Juan or Santo Domingo?
Santo Domingo, that's the capital.
Yeah, I created during. I'm thinking we could get an entry right over here as we pass the low of this candle. Or if we close bearish over here. The 15-minute just opened up. So it probably needs to create a top wick.
Yeah, we can just wait for resistance to form there.
Exactly. But I don't want this to pass the low of this candle right away. I'm looking for a top wick to form. And then, candles closing bearish. So I'm probably going to wait for this 15-minute to close. If we miss it, we miss it. But if it stays around this area, by the end of, by 7:30, then it's a good indicator that we could be coming down. But as I was saying before, dude, this is a trade that, I normally would have been in, but it's in my rules that I'm not going to enter this as soon as I, look at the market. If you open your charts and want to enter a trade right away, typically it doesn't go well.
Yeah.
You want to just sit back and wait. You want to be able to, read your fundamentals, understand what's going on in the market, break down your chart fully from the higher time frames to the lower time frames. These should all be in your trading rules that you follow every single day like a fucking robot. It's okay to have some emotion and energy in your trading, but at the same time, you do want to, stick to your trading plan like a robot. Or it's like, okay, I follow this, 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 and this. It's your plan, and that's the only way you're going to be successful. So if you have it in there, don't jump into a trade as soon as you enter the market. Don't do it. This is a setup I always take. We create this low, we break support over here, we go to retest and create a resistance over here with a weak bullish candle with no bottom wick. This candle ends up creating a top wick, small top wick, like a little nipple, and then it passes the low of this candle right here. Perfect entry. Works just about every time.
Fat ass neck.
Every time. And this is something that you guys can journal. So as we were passing the low of this is where I put my P&L on here, and I just basically paper traded it. Low created during.
You would have taken that order on the 1 hour then?
Oh yeah, because that's where my I would have looked at the lower time frames, the 30-minute, the 15-minute, but this is where my setup is, and the fact that it's on the 1 hour makes it even better.
Okay. Yeah, because on the 30-minute, it looks kind of like ugly.
It does a little bit, but on the 1 hour, as we pass the low,
it looks nice, yeah.
This setup every time, man. If you go back into my journal, you'll see this journal at least 20, 30 times.
Yeah, I'm gonna journal this then.
Telling you, this is key. Just journaling all the trades you would have taken and then going back and reviewing it and doing a later analysis on it. Let's say you journaled this back in April. Go back into your journal, review your trades. You should be reviewing at least 5 trades a day. And then doing a later analysis where at the bottom you just type in later analysis. Okay, this is what I would have done instead, because now you're better. Now you're more experienced. Now you see things a little bit differently. So now you can add some notes that you now realize maybe, again, you've seen somebody else's strategy that you want to start implementing some pieces of into your trading. So you start, adding some of those notes in there. Yeah, I want to see how this candle closes. Ooh. Excuse me. Previous support. Printing. Weak. Tiger, what's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How's everyone doing?
Great, man. Got to sneeze again. We were just breaking down all the pairs, GJ and gold. Two different trading opportunities could have been executed during pre-New York and London. I'm just trying to finish journaling right over here. Then I'll break them down for you again. Oh, Pat, I didn't ask you. Have you like gotten back to trading now that you're back home, or you're just still taking that break?
No, I'm back in trading.
All right, cool.
Yeah, took a trade today. Took a trade yesterday. Break even.
How'd they go?
Break even. Yeah. So I'm trying to wait. I'm waiting on my trades a bit more now. I'm not, really doing the short term or like super short scalps. I'm trying to aim for 30 pips. So how I manage my risk is that I open 3 positions, put TPs at 10 pips, 20 pips, and then 30 pips or 45, whatever, sort of thing.
Okay.
The minute price moves 10 pips, it hits 1 TP, moves the others to break even. Should it retrace and hit break even, then it's fine. At least I'm still left with something. So yeah.
Okay, and that's working for you when you're back testing it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's just a better risk management strategy for me because I just, one, I don't have the time to be looking at my charts all the time. Like I step away from my charts into a meeting, I come back 2 hours later, sort of thing. Like it's just, yeah. So it does make sense for how my days are structured and so on. Yeah.
So sorry, I have to sneeze so bad. You are executing these on the higher time frames, like the 1 hour.
So yeah, I look at the higher time frames, to execute my trades, but then I execute on the 30 or 15. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And again, it's working out for you. You're back testing it. You're seeing the success with it.
So I wouldn't say it's working out yet because I'm still back testing.
True.
Like I'm still collecting data. I'm still learning. I'm still, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, let me know how it goes.
Sure, we'll do. But yeah, that's that's where I'm at. And I figured ultimately as a trading style, what I'd love to do is to be able to, obviously pinpoint entries on the 15, but then wait things out on like a 4-hour, sort of thing. So pretty much be like a day trader, have a position open for the whole day, be able to scale into trades, especially in ranging markets, scale into trades and whatnot. But I figured that as a learning step, I am going to practice that on lower time frames and then scale up.
Okay.
Because the higher the time frame, the bigger the loss if you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's That's I want to, I want to focus on being able to successfully do this on the 30-minute, then we'll move up to the hour, then we'll move up to the 4-hour, that sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and just keep in mind when it comes to managing risk, obviously that's very subjective. That's completely on you, and whatever you're comfortable with. But it's all the same on all the different time frames. So if price does one thing on the time frames that you're looking at, just make sure that you're managing risk on that higher time frame, just the same way you would be on candles on lower time frames.
Yeah.
And then you can use the lower time frames. Just don't let it frighten you when it comes to like, let's say you're trading on the 4-hour, the 1 hour, and you start managing risk on the 5-minute. It's you don't have to do that. That's where trend lines come in a little bit, and then all of a sudden you see a trend line starting to break, and you can manage risk that way.
I see. Okay. Yeah, because that's still something I'm a bit I find a bit confusing. Managing risk on a lower time frame. But like trading is like I found in the process of like learning, because I've been doing like a lot of like relearning and shit, and in that process, something just took me back to like when I was learning how to drive a car, and it's like you were super aware of everything, you're having like sweats just to change the gear, accelerate, do I do this, do I do that, and you're like super aware of every single action, but then after a while everything just gels in together, and you and I guess it just reminded me that that's how you fucking learn. So in trading it's the same thing. You're looking at quite a lot of variables. And it feels overwhelming at first, but after a while it all starts to gel in together, and that's just how life and learning happens, I guess.
So. All experience.
Yep.
But I wanted to point out, like, as you see, I would have entered this on the 1 hour. Golden setup right over here. Price past the low of that candle. Price just pushing bearish over here. Now, over here, you can look at some of the lower time frames. You enter that based on the 1 hour, but you look at the lower time frames and you look at the 5-minute. Price is just, creating these higher lows or lower lows, lower highs right over here, pushing down all the way down here. Then we start to break out of this area. You're not going to let this affect you, right? You're not going to, start, securing risk or anything like this. You're obviously going to have a certain price point or a certain pip point that you're securing. Like, let's say it's 1-to-1. So this was a 42 pip stop loss up here. You would have waited for the 42 pips to get the 50%, secure 50%. Price keeps pushing below, but you're not, just because we break this trend line and you're looking at the lower time frames, you're probably not going to close another 50% unless we break this resistance right over here. Right? So you're not going to let these lower time frames bother you unless we start getting this resistance broken and a retest, and then a support formed and price continues up.
Yeah. Okay. Can you go over to the 15-minute, please? I want to see something.
Now, I'm looking at this trade right now, actually, as I was pointing out before. So this is perfect. Once you get, it's 7:30 right now. This candle created a top wick, or it's creating a top wick. I want to wait for it to create that top wick. The only thing is the 30-minute closed like a doji candle. So let this candle create a top wick, and then once it starts breaking its own low, then you could possibly enter, or maybe even enter once we break the low of this wick right here. But price is so overextended, and that's the reason why I'm so cautious of just entering this, because I know that this was the move of the morning right over here. That entry as we broke the low with that wick to fill, this is what you want to journal and you want to look for every single time. Pull my nose. But yeah, this is perfect right over here. But this was the move, right? We could possibly get another move, but you're getting greedy at that point a little bit. But the fact that this 15-minute candle closed like this, I'm probably going to enter just 1% on that. My stop loss up there, anticipating 730, 745 volume to push us down, to fill this wick down here.
Yeah, price should feel that way to the left.
100%. But like
That's
I
gonna
said,
be a nice.
I truly think that this was the move of the morning. We could continue that because we do have fundamentals behind us. See, we have this strong 5-minute candle. So once we pass the low of that 5-minute candle, that should give you, or close bearish, should give you confidence that price is going to continue down. The 30-minute candle just formed. So you just want to be aware of that.
You should have like about 10 pips already.
What's up?
You should have like about 10 pips already.
Yeah.
That was a nice move, man.
I'm waiting on some of the volume. It's 7:33, so it's candle just opened.
Since price is so overextended, would it be like sensible to wait until price breaks like the lowest point? And
Right
see if
down
it
here?
continues. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it breaks this low, I think you kind of missed the move because that's the move that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a retest of this low right down here. I think that we could get it, but the fact that we're so overextended is the reason why I'm hesitating over here. I'm just being cautious and only entering 1%. Yeah, tissue. I don't want to miss this trade though. I'm going to enter 1% right now. Anticipating that volume push. You normally get a nice one around like 745. And we have the fundamentals behind us. Gold is weak. Dollar is strong right now. So we should be coming down to fill this wick. Anybody else in this? Or thinking about entering?
Not yet.
Paper trading it.
Paper trade. Yeah, that's right.
I'm thinking about GU, another entry. A FIP looks kind of nice there too.
GU?
Yeah, for a FIP. Kind of like a break and retest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check it. Take a look at GU right now. Oh, just missed it. So what are you looking for? David?
But yeah.
What were you looking for?
For sale. It's like a FIP, but I don't know.
You grabbed this trade, didn't you?
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Should be good for right now, right?
Yeah. I'm bugging.
Get that greed out of here, right?
Yeah.
This volume push.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go to work soon, so.
Yeah, I think this was your move, and it was beautiful. You know, you waited for the safe entry too. You waited for a price to break this wick. You know, you could have gotten in earlier, but still, perfect entry. Grabbed how many pips? 15?
15, yeah, first DP, then I put my break even. I'm still on it.
You still have a runner? Yeah, you still
Yes, I have a runner.
Perfect. So I'd be good. And you're going
my
in.
dude, Stefano, go look at gold, man. Go look at gold.
Look at gold?
Look at gold going down.
I know, I'm in it.
Melting. Easy.
Go, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Simple, simple, simple.
Hey, did you see how Kawhi tore his ACL, man?
What?
Yeah, but
No.
swear to God, man.
What? Damn, man. I had no idea.
Super sad.
That's terrible. I like Kawhi a lot. What was that, last night?
The other day,
I didn't see.
and price should hit to 17.94 for gold.
I just closed half.
Good shit, brother.
There you go. Gary, you in this?
Yeah, I'll put my stops to break even just there.
Oh, James, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Nice, man. Yeah, like I said, the move, we should have still been in this. The entry was right up here. And the reason, again, I'm going to keep drilling this into your head. Reason I didn't take this is because I just came to the chart. I'm not just going to jump into a trade. Just because I see a setup, I'm not just going to like jump into it as soon as I see it. Because you got to, you got to look at so many more things. You got to understand what's going on the higher time frames, the lower time frames. Fundamentally, you got to check your fundamentals. And then later on, there's plenty of opportunity. You still have New York open. You still have New York Stock Exchange open. Don't feel that FOMO of not getting this trade. Obviously, it sucks, but you're sticking to your rules, and that's what's most important. But I'm glad we got to squeeze a little bit out of this. This is a very similar setup as well, right? Get this strong bearish candle with a wick to fill, right? Get a little retest of this area up here. Bearish doji candle past the low of that candle. We were able to get in on the lower time frame, so got in a little bit earlier than that, and we should be filling this wick.
Go look at how it respected the 23% on the Fibonacci. I sent it to the Slack. When it usually hits a 23% and it respects it, that's a continuation.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
23 and 38 is nice.
Yeah. The power of the Fibonacci, bro.
Yes, sir. Mixed with price action, it's beautiful. We should be filling this wick down here. Nice little squeeze out of gold. Damn, I got a lot to journal over here.
Yeah, I got in as the 1 minute past the low.
Oh, good shit. Let's see. Right here?
It was a little bit lower on the yeah, like right there.
Okay.
I just need a little bit more confirmation.
Okay. Now, looking back on the trade, do you think you would have gotten in earlier? Or is that your rules and that's what you're going with? And
Yeah,
there's no right or wrong answer to that. I'm just wondering, your thought process.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that like that support was broken. Once I knew that was broken, then a lot of volume would come in and then it fell lower than that. So I figured just wait.
Do you like the way the 15-minute looks, which is a higher confirmation? The way the 15-minute looks with a wick to fill, past the low of that candle, never past the high of that candle. Do you like, just entering right here, or as after forming the top wick, this candle ends up flipping bearish?
Well, I've also seen instances where it'll start flipping bullish as well. Like you can see it like form a bottom wick and then just continue and break those highs.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel a little bit more comfortable just waiting for price to break the wick on the previous candle.
Yeah, man. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer to that. It's just whatever you're comfortable with. I was just trying to figure out your thought process. But you know, this is a perfect setup over here. Even though we are overextended, this could be our little pit stop over here, where some people take profit. You get some buyers coming in, and then all of a sudden get a nice bearish candle with a wick to fill, and then this candle comes all the way down, and then matches this move right over here to come right back down to this support.
That thing's pushing right now.
Yeah. Beautiful. There we go. I'm risk free right now. Good shit, boys. Good shit. There we go. Hit that TP.
The sirens at, man.
Coming.
Yeah, I think this is the move of the morning.
What's that?
This was the morning move right here.
Yeah, man.
Good shit.
And my fiance's up. One more. Good shit. Good job, boys.
That was like 50 pips.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now you see what we're talking about, Tiger? This
Oh, yeah.
15-minute setup. Beautiful setup. I do see what you were talking about, and that's why I was hesitating too. You know, this move is so overextended, and me thinking that this is the move, which it really was the move. This is where you get in at, right? But now you see why this setup is so valuable. This setup is so nice to have, you know, in your trading plan. Where now keep in mind when you don't have this bottom wick right here, and this candle just closes with no bottom wick, and then this candle closes the way it does, normally that ends up reversing. But when you have a wick right over here to fill on this side of it, you get a weak bullish candle, retesting candle, and then the 1 hour past the low. Again, this is the 1 hour, so that's a stronger confluence. Once it passes the low of that candle, normally it just drops. And then you could get that same setup going the other way, bullish.
And I think like every situation really worked out.
What's that, buddy?
I kind of think like every situation really worked out because my initial thought was to take the sell below that bottom wick.
Mm-hmm.
That would have played out too.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is very similar to David's GU trade. See what I was saying with David over here, what he did was he waited for this candle to pass the low of this wick right over here. That's the safer entry. What I was saying to him was, you know, he was worried that he got in too late. I was saying you didn't get in too late. You just got in later than where you could have, right over here as we passed the low of this bearish candle. All right. This is a strong candle to close with a wick to fill, weak body, bullish candle right over here, retesting candle. You get a bearish candle closing. And then once this candle forms its top wick and then past the low, you have that 6 a.m. volume. You could enter right here, dynamic risk, and then another percentage once we pass this wick. He's still in this, which is a beautiful trade. So this isn't too late. Too late would be selling down here. Worried that you missed the move and you just want to get in. That's too late. But up here, this is a safe entry. So, you know, I like what you did on gold with that.
That's good stuff.
Good shit, boys. Gary, would you step away and you heard the siren so you came running back? Secured 50%. Lots of break even. Beautiful.
And I think that was the trade of the day.
Yes, sir.
That's a big move, bro.
Good job, boys. No, I let it hit to change it there.
Just be careful now with this level now because it's a 4-hour zone. So
Yes. Yeah. So this is a significant support over here. I knew we should be coming down because we got a clean move to the left. I'm just trying to journal this and then I'll break it down for you.
it's probably gonna consolidate for a little bit there. That's an order block in the 15-minute.
Yes. Exactly. Damn, look at that move.
Good shit, Stefano.
Boom.
Simple, easy. Wait.
And TP2 hit too, man. Dang.
I just think like just because I didn't jump into this is just a valuable lesson for you guys on even though it did play out and it would have worked out for me, it's just a valuable lesson for you guys to see me doing the same thing where I see my setup, I jump onto the charts, I'm looking at the charts. The first thing I see is my golden setup right here. I'm not going to enter that just because I see it. I'm going to wait and kind of just sit back for a second. I'm not going to have any impulsive decisions, and I'm just going to wait for that to play out. I would have been 155 pips in profit on gold right now. Does it suck? Yeah, but you don't see me really getting FOMO right now because we just grabbed that move.
I have a runner.
From up here?
From 98.10. 1798.10.
Oh, from where we entered before.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Nearly at 100 pips.
Good
It's
shit.
mad though. I only did 10-cent lot today. I'm up 50 quid. Do you know, like with small lots, you can still make a nice bit of money.
Oh yeah, especially on gold. Gold's a
Yeah.
move. Same thing with US 30. You went
Yeah,
there
but if
with
it goes
lot size, you're good.
if it goes the opposite way, then you're screwed.
What?
With US 30, if volume's there and it goes the opposite, screwed. It slips your stop loss, and then you're down a lot.
Yes, sir.
Like yesterday, for the news release, it was crazy how fast everything moved.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like I had a gold trade and it slipped my my limit, and I couldn't close it. It wouldn't let me close. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
So what happened?
It was like MT4 was like yellow. Do you ever have that? It's like yellow at the side.
MT4 was yellow.
Yeah, like on the phone, there's with limit it was like yellow. So I don't know what that means. And it took me like 20 minutes trying to close it, like keep refreshing it.
I don't know if I've seen it before.
It was weird, like.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's crazy though how MT4 is like 15 years old or something.
MT4, is it 15?
It's old anyway. It's like 10 years at least.
Ah, dude, yeah, I think I fucked my leg up again.
What you do leg day?
No, just like when we were down at Key West, we were walking a lot and just wasn't wearing the proper shoes. I was wearing like flat foot shoes and also flip flops. And then during the, I have a stress fracture, so it's healed or it was healed. I've been able to run and do all my stuff, but I think dancing on the beach or walking on the sand really irritated it. Now it's just killing me.
Should foam roll it.
Foam roll it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunately I don't think anything's gonna help other than rest right now. I just gotta do all upper body now.
Oh shit. All right, see you guys. I gotta go to work. I almost forgot about work.
All right,
That's supposed to be at 8.
Oh man. Well,
yeah. At the wave.
So, yeah, you got
Yeah, I gotta run there.
You're right down the street.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
See you guys.
See you, brother. Pip on 6/17/21 at when was this? 6 a.m. Thursday. I think these are our moves today, guys. Because tomorrow I think it's going to be a slower day. There's not much economic data coming out. I think today is the reaction from yesterday as well, just carried over. Dollar is very strong.
Yeah, MT4 was created in 2005.
That's crazy. Yeah, I not 2003.
I know, just Google it, it's 2005. Maybe I'm wrong.
Reason I say 2003 is because you can go back to 2003 trading on you could download that much data on Soft4fx.
Okay.
You ever notice that?
Imagine with your whatever phone you had back then. I don't know what phone was around in 2005.
Yeah,
but like the quality of MT4 must have been awful.
yeah, no, you're on like a BlackBerry.
Yeah. Would have been cool though.
Oh yeah. Just trying to journal all these. Get a chat in here. Yeah. No, I remember the Nokia. I remember the Motorola. You guys remember the black Motorola phones? It looked like a walkie-talkie kind of. It was like fat. I remember my dad bringing them home, like 2 of them home for him and my mom, when I was a kid, and just being like, "Damn, that's crazy." Think you could call people from anywhere? Ariel on top? Not sure what that means, bro. Daily. For the Motorola. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick for let's see what we got here. Motorola first cell phones. No, not these. Oh, I think I see it. Yeah. These. Oh, no, not that. So these are 1987. Wow. Not that. 1995. These. StarTAC 1996. It looked very similar to this. That's funny. Well, wow. Yeah, man. You remember playing Snake on these? That Snake game?
I was too young for that.
You were too young for that? Yeah. A couple of you guys are probably too young for that. Not that I'm some elderly statesman, but I do remember all that. Yeah, it's crazy. Don't mind me. I'm just journaling these. Chris, I don't know if you could hear me, but were you able to get that gold trade? I know you've been concentrating on gold lately. Let's go. Good for you, man. I love when we're all winning together. Yes, sir. Picture perfect setup. Yeah, so was I. You saw me hesitating. That's, I saw the overextension of the move. But, you're just going based on the setup and hold on. Yeah, I thought it was a little overextended and at some point it would come back up. But the beauty of it with gold and the reason why fundamentals are so important is because you have that in the back of your mind. You know that gold is very weak for a certain reason. You know the dollar is very strong for a certain reason. So that should be in the back of your mind, knowing that, okay, if it is going to reverse, it's not going to reverse too much. At that point, you just manage your risk, right? You could just cut 50 off. But at some point it's going to continue bearish. At least it should. Now I do like this setup on GJ, but I'm not going to take it because I've already got my trade. Now, GJ, as long as we pass the low of these candles over here, we should continue right back down to this support. And this is very similar to the 1 hour gold trade right over here, right? Where we have this bearish candle over here with a wick to fill, weak bullish candle over here retesting that area, and then this candle passing the low of that candle. You just need some volume to push price down below it. Dan Giovanni, now I want to listen to Buena Vista Social Club now. So Tiger, tomorrow's gonna be best for you.
Yeah, I'll be free all day, so whatever time works best for you, I can work with.
Just see real quick for you. Maybe good after the session tomorrow.
Like right after the session?
I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, give me like 10 minutes to make some breakfast, and then we can hop on tomorrow. So let me just put you in there for that. In the calendar. And then I want to hit a couple others. James, I know you wanted to hop on, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So what are you looking like today?
I could do tonight. My time would be like 9 my time, which would be like 5 your time, I think.
5 my time. That might be good. I'm going to be on a drive, but we'll be able to. Do you want to look at trades, or it's mainly a psychology thing?
Psychology.
Okay, so yeah, I'll be on a drive, so we'll be able to hop on tonight at 5. So I'll make that happen. Tiger, let's aim for 9:20 tomorrow. Sound good?
Yep, it's all good.
Okay, Tiger's all set. Let's see. James Murray. Today at 1700. Okay, nine. Sure, brother. What's up, bro? Oh, um, Chris, if you could hear me, let's do you want to hop on a Zoom today? You want to talk? I know you meant to send that privately, but obviously it comes up. But I could definitely see where you're coming from. But let's hop on a Zoom whenever you'd like. Damn, I had no idea.
You see that Raja might be switching to the London session?
Yeah, we we actually talked about that yesterday. You guys all want me to take over the New York stream. I just need a new computer. I'm willing to do it. I just need a new computer that I can that has enough RAM, that has enough space on it that you can stream live on YouTube. Right now, I wish I could update the RAM on my computer, but you just can't. But let me I'm just replying to Christian real quick. 1 second. Damn. All right. Chris, I just replied to you on Slack. Trevani's laptop died. Let's see where. So Tiger, you've mainly been like back testing or live back testing?
I've just been back testing on Soft4fx.
Okay.
It's a few years back.
How many years?
Like 2019.
Okay. Yeah, typically, yeah, it's fine. Typically, you don't want to go anywhere past 2 years back testing.
Yeah, the price action's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, my goal is really to do 2019 all the way up until now, just to have that much data.
Yeah.
And then I'm like trying to put together my own like research. So I'm writing like a 20, 30 page paper.
On gold?
On GJ.
Oh wow. Good shit. Kind of like what Matei did.
Is it pretty similar? I'm not sure.
He sent his trading plan a while back. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let me just finish journaling this. Forget where he sent it. What's up, Gary? Let's see. This was a win. Nice. Good job. I'm waiting for. Yeah. Well, this is something I want to answer. All right, where would he have sent this? Can I search?
If you go up top and press the search bar, up to the right and up to the top by the blue thing.
Oh.
There, you can search anything. You can find anything from like months back. It's really cool, actually.
Appreciate it. I think this is it. Yes, this is it. Check this out, Tiger. So this is Matei's whole trading plan. He's got quotes and everything up here. I'll send this to you if you'd like. This is characteristics of his the parity trades. Pretty nice, right?
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I'm probably gonna do something really similar.
Yeah. So let me I'm just gonna send this to the general chat. There we go. So Gary, Matei is in the middle of school, so he's probably going to be absent for the next 2 weeks, I would say now. So 2 weeks, and he'll be back, ready to go. He's just got so much going on with school. So he'll be back. Damn, you still got that runner in? Anybody? Yeah. It sucks when you got so many things going on, with school and your passion truly is trading, and school's kind of taken away from that. Not that, you should drop out or anything like that, but it's just it weighs on you. Yeah, I wish I took out my take profit. Let this thing go. But you live with your decisions.
Ooh, it's melting now.
Oh, yeah.